Hey there, everybody. Thomas with Basecamp Trading. It is Monday, June 8th, and today we're going to take a look at one of the trades from this past week, probably the best options trade we had, that ended up making about 750% on the last third that we exited today, and that was buying call options in IVR, Invesco Mortgage Capital. So with that being said, before I dive in here, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and we're going to take a look at what exactly made us want to get into this trade. Now, before anybody tries to tell me I'm full of it or anything else, here's the post that was in the live trading room. You can see the time and date stamp on the 6th, or on the 4th, excuse me, on June 4th, 2020 at 1:47 p.m. Just got long shares and July expiration, $4 calls in IVR. Now, we ended up, a lot of people in the trading room, we ended up able to do that. We're still holding on to a little bit less than half of our shares, about 40% of our shares, and we own those risk-free now. We'll let them run forever with a target of seeing if we can get back up around that $18 area over the next couple of years. But in the meantime, we also bought calls at that $4 strike right at the breakout. So what we were looking at for this trade is IVR had been moving sideways in very tight compression for several weeks. And then we ended up having increasing momentum here. So every time we go to sell off, we couldn't make any headway. And we had strengthening momentum on the MQ momentum indicator this whole time. And then on Thursday of last week, we popped high and broke through the upper end of this channel. So we broke out to the upside. So that's when we initiated the trade, went long calls, went long shares. And then obviously we gapped up the following day to our first target, or very close to our first target anyway, which was up around the 560 area. Ended up jumping. We closed at the open. We had bought the calls for 25 cents each. We closed two-thirds of them, closed two-thirds on Friday at $1.47 each, which is like 450 or so percent. And then closed the remaining third today at about 750% when we opened and rallied really hard right off the bat. So it ended up playing out really well. Technically, we could have held for a bit more, but again, we're following our rules. We're sticking to our plan, which was trail and stop up behind it as it moved, and then we just ended up getting out right before it had the rest of the move. But overall, a great day, overall great trade, and this is not the only one. We've had several that have played out really, really well. Some other ones that we've been holding now for a couple of weeks. Drive Shack, we got in Drive Shack back down here around $1.40, I believe, is where our entry was in Drive Shack. I've been holding that. KOS is one we got in on Thursday of last week as well. Still holding on to that. That played out really well. We traded breakouts and Win and made several 100% on Win, 300% or so. Same thing, we're up 100+% on Norwegian and made 100+% on Qualcomm. So a lot of these options trades have played out really, really well because we had nice breakouts over the past week or so. But all of these have been posted in the futures and options equities trading room at Basecamp Trading. So if you're not a member, go ahead and check it out. The link is in the description. You can try it out for an entire month for $7. Doesn't get any cheaper than that. So I look forward to seeing you there. Hope it helps. Great job, everybody that took the trades with me. They've played out really, really well. But that's it for today. And until next time, everyone, happy trading.